All right, everyone. So gonna be working on this RZR 1000S. It's a 2019 model, but most of them are the same. It's gonna be the same as the 900S also too, and the 900 regular. Basically the dry shaft. This is the dry shaft. This is the All Balls Racing one. And so you get basically everything you need. I did replace this already on it, but it's the billet one. And then I see that the U-joints were making a little bit of play, so I went ahead and ordered the new dry shaft. New fittings. This is important. This is what you got to push back into the hole on the top when you remove the other one, and the front, and then the rear. So, gonna be showing you step by step how to get this done. First thing you want to do is remove the covers. First thing. So that's 10mm bolts everywhere. So let's do that, and I'll get back with y'all. All right, covers are off. Good old Georgia clay, and that's not bad. That's actually pretty good. That means this thing has had a good life. So yeah, took those covers off. Front one, well, kind of like the middle, and then the rear one. And then that's what we look like in here. And that's gonna be your center support bearing right there. I removed one of the bolts, the nuts right there. There's another one, 18, and then 14 on top. So remove those, and then that'll give you some play room. And then there's a pin on the front we got to remove. So those are the things. But as we thought, there's definitely play in the dry shaft. If you the dry shaft there. Oh yeah, he's dancing. So needed a dry shaft. Okie dokie. Well, let's get that done, and we'll be right back. All right, so bolts are off, and then so everything is loose. Basically, the back part just kind of slides into the pinion on the dry shaft, and the front one slides too, but it has a pin holding it. In my case, I've worked on this one before, so it has a bolt. But if you haven't worked on it before and it's new, it's gonna have a pin like this, right? So you take your punch and just hit it on one side and pull it out, and then the kit comes with a new one. So it don't matter if you messed the old one up, it's okay, because obviously it comes with a new one. So put a punch on one side, hammer it until it comes out. And that is on the front part of the dry shaft, which is gonna be where's the front? Right here. So this slides into the pinion on the differential. So imagine differential right here, and it just slides in. And once it does, you want to do it to where you slide this where the hole is at, because the pinion on the differential has a hole. And then you take your pin, and you're gonna put it all the way through, and then hammer it in. In the vehicle, you want to do it sideways. This is the top, and that's the bottom. That way you can work on the side, pull it in, and pull it out with the punch, and then stick it back in. So yep, so that's what goes to the front of the car, or the vehicle, and then that goes to the back right here. So pretty simple. That just slides in, and it's held once you have these two bolts held in pressure, and then that one slides into there, and that slides into the front, the pin. It's pretty simple, guys. I'd rather do the job from the bottom if you can. I've seen a lot of videos they do it from the top. I mean, I'd rather just take those covers off, take the time to clean the bottom of it a little bit, and just take the covers, and to me it's simple. Once you take the covers off, everything is open, and you're able to work on it pretty easy. Okay, well, let me get back to you. Okay, so there's the front dry shaft. I just literally pulled it forward off of here, slide it out. You pull it off from where the pin's at, get it to the side, then pull it out, and it comes out. So that's it right there. And then the back one, it's the same thing, still in the splines in the back. What I mean by the splines are, it's in there. So you're just gonna slide it out as you see me doing right there, and there's your splines. slide it out towards the front. And that's basically it, man. She just comes out. I'm just doing everything with one hand, and then, so, I mean, it's able to be out already. I got one hand on the camera. Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna pull it out from the wheel right here. Just gonna pull the side right there. Let me get back, use both of my hands, and I'll be back. Actually, it just slides forward like that, and then it clears here. That's what you want to clear, right? So it wants to come over. So now, there it is. So she's off now. So now I just, once I have on both hands, I just slide it out. All right, so you have the new drive shaft. This part, you need to go, this is the back section. You need to go towards the front of the car. Push it, this part is you push forward, and it allows the drive shaft to clear this, right? Once it clears, then you push into the spline and make sure that these tabs, those tabs right there, are on the top. You know what I mean? Because they need to be on top. So once you have that there, there's your bolts. But before you put those bolts on, go ahead and start putting your front drive shaft on. And you remember, look for the white spline mark on here, and then line it up with the white spline on the new one. All right, so once this is in, you you line up the white marks, push all the way forward. All the way back this section. That way it'll clear the front nose, and then find the front nose, and you're gonna have to turn the rear tires until the two little areas connect, right? So that's, whoa. So there you go. That's what you're looking at, right? That's the whole, so you turn the drive shaft until it lines up with that, stick it back in place, and then that's where you put your pin that comes in the kit. So it's pretty simple, guys. It's pretty simple. So let me go ahead and get that pin on there, and I'll be right back. I mean, I obviously still gotta tighten up those bolts too, but I'll be right back. All right, I'm putting the pin from this side because a little more clearance. Once the pin is there, you're just gonna hammer it in place. Just keep tapping it until you get it all the way in. All right, guys, so the drive shaft is in, pin's in, everything is done. I cleaned up a little bit. There she is. Carrier bearing put in. All the way through. Yeah, there it is right there. All nice and brand new. No play. So I cleaned up a little bit in here. I mean, just hose. I mean, I not hosed it, but I sprayed. I mean, I aired it, you know. And then the covers, y'all saw how they were. They weren't really that dirty, but it had a little bit of dirt. So I went ahead and just washed them down. I mean, this thing doesn't really get too dirty because of the way it's driven. But I've seen them sometimes where there's like a foot of dirt just sitting there. Like, I mean, you take off 4 or 5 pounds of dirt and that shield right there, sometimes more. So, but yeah, that's one of the good reasons why I always take those things off to do the drive shaft if you're gonna do it. And just, you know, once a year, take them off, clean them, put them back on, check everything. I use a little bit of you know, an epoxy paint and some of the black areas under there that are not gonna be you know, that are you gonna cover up, and you know, it just protects it. And make sure that it, you know, it lasts a long time. So you can pressure wash this whole area, make it look nice and pretty. I'm a little short on time, so this time around I'm not gonna do it, but she's in good shape. So that's it, guys. Any other questions, just go ahead and you know, let me know. Like and subscribe. I'm trying to make the channel a little bit bigger. and we'll see you on the next one.